Hello guys, it's Maddie Simish, and today I am so excited to share this video with you because I've said it quite a few times, but genuinely this is one of my favourite builds that I've ever done. As you can tell from the title, it is a thrifted apartment. It's entirely in open plan, obviously apart from the bathroom. And I built it in San Myshuno, and basically I love this build because it all came together like really well. Like I really like the items that I put in it. I think it flows like really nicely. I'm really happy with the end result, but also just it's like one of my favorite styles to build in. I love the thrifted style. It has lots of color. It has lots of like mismatched cool furniture. I really like that. So yeah, basically the idea is that the person who lives here thrifts a lot of their stuff. They get it kind of second hand, and I think it works quite well in San Myshuno because you do have the flea market. In reality in the game, the flea market I don't think is very good because it's just like the same kind of lamps all the time. But yeah, that's kind of the idea, is that they get all of their things second hand. And basically to make a thrifted apartment, my idea was just to have a lot of kind of mismatched things because, you know, if you're getting things from thrift shops and flea markets and stuff, you're probably unlikely to find like matching sets. You might find like an armchair and then like a really cool sort of dining chair, but you might not find a set. So yeah, I tried to do a lot of mismatched things, sort of clashing colours, so there's not really one theme. There's a lot of yellow and blue, so I did try to kind of keep it consistent in that way, but there's also quite a few other colours in there as well, just to really give that impression that basically everything here was essentially bought at different times, apart from the kitchen, because I don't think you can really thrift a whole kitchen. But yeah, apart from that, I think that's quite a cool style. Like I say, I really sort of like, you know, how it came together, and I think there's a lot of really cool stuff actually in the game to demonstrate this. But as you can see, I did also use custom content as well, because there's some really nice custom content bits. And I also recently downloaded a custom content kit for plants, like it's just plants, which excited me a lot because it's really fun to decorate apartments with plants. So there's lots in this apartment, which you will see. But yeah, so it was really fun to do. It's like I say, it is my style as well, and in terms of the open plan, I really like how it worked out in terms of kind of separating the spaces in clever ways, if I do say so myself. So you can see I've got that big archway there to separate the kitchen, dining room and the living room. I do end up changing it a little bit because I put those like beads, and I really like them. I think they really work for kind of boho cute sort of builds, but yeah, I had to kind of make them bigger to fit the space, and I don't know, I didn't particularly like it, so I do actually end up replacing them with one of the eco lifestyle fences. So I separate it in that way, and I thought I really liked how that looked. And then I've also got a shelf and a half wall to separate off the bedroom. So I like to think it was a bit of a clever use of space. And this is actually in the Jasmine Suites. I didn't put it on at the gallery because I do use custom content, but I just thought, I really liked the build and I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. I love this kitchen as well. I thought that worked really nicely with the little hang plant and the little shelving over the microwave as well. But I used, as well as custom content, I used a lot of things from 4-packs in particular. So movie hangout, paranormal, eco lifestyle, and city living. So city living obviously makes sense because it does have the flea market and it does have, you know, apartments. That's kind of the theme. Movie hangout stuff has a lot of kind of sort of worn furniture with, like, you know, chips in the paint and things like that. So it looks very vintage, as well as kind of the colours and patterns and the sort of styles of furniture just looks very thrifted. Paranormal, the build buy was very much inspired by thrifted styles, so that was like literally the purpose of the build buy from the Sims team. And then also eco lifestyle, one of the huge features of the pack is upcycling. So yeah, those all worked really well in this build. And yeah, so you can definitely see that I do have a bit of a yellow and blue theme, but I do end up switching the dining chairs, you can see there, to sort of change them up and give off that kind of vibe that they were all kind of bought separately. And I love this wine rack. So that was just a side note. But yeah, like I say, you can see lots of plants in this build as well. And I used a lot of the custom content in terms of the sort of clutter items, because I think you really can get some nice kind of different items that really changes things up when you use custom content. So there we go. It's relatively quite big because of the open plan. It's not one of the biggest apartments in the game, but I think when you do kind of make things kind of flow, like you can literally see the one end, the bedroom, up to the living room, and I think it does just make things feel a little bit bigger. But yeah, so you can see I'm just doing the kitchen here, and of course I had to use these lights as well because they just so work perfectly. And I think this is where I'm about to change up the fencing, because like I say, I didn't particularly like the beads, and I just wanted to kind of create a little bit more of, I guess, a structured divide, like a little bit of a room divider, so you will see that in a second. But I also, while I'm here, wanted to talk about something so exciting. I am so excited about. So basically, I'm sure some of you will know that at the moment, the Sims 3 expansion packs are on sale. I don't know when the last time they were on sale was, but basically they never go on sale. I've never heard of a sale before for them. At least since The Sims 4 came out. So, I mean, there probably has been one, but I don't think it has been for a very long time, because that's why so many people are talking about it. But basically my story with The Sims 3 is essentially my same story as The Sims 4. When The Sims 3 came out, I absolutely loved it. I played it all the time. I remember, like, I was in, I think, primary school. I used to wake up in the morning, sit on the sofa, start the game, and literally be playing until like midnight when I went to bed. I was absolutely obsessed. I remember buying Ambitions, and I remember buying World Adventures, and maybe one other pack. But then I started to get a little bit bored, and I didn't play it for absolutely ages. And then basically Sims 4 was announced, and I think Sims 4 was announced about a year before it came out. And that made me want to start playing The Sims 3 again, but I didn't want to buy loads of packs because The Sims 4 was soon going to come out. So I just bought Island Paradise, and I loved that. I played that to death. And then The Sims 4 came out, and I did the exact same thing. I played with it for like a year or two, and then I got bored and didn't touch it. I don't think I played it for like 4 years. And around that time as well, I went to university, so I was definitely distracted with other things. But then when I got the itch to play The Sims again, which I think was around 2019, I actually decided to go back to The Sims 3 rather than The Sims 4, just because it just feels like a lot more of a complete game. And to be fair, there's been a lot of Sims 4 updates since I last played. Like, I think when I stopped playing, we still didn't have things like ghosts and toddlers and 3D maps and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I decided to go back to The Sims 3 for a little while, but now I've made the switch to The Sims 4 because it is nice when you kind of get those new content releases. And I haven't played The Sims 3 since then, but I had to take advantage of the sales, so I bought Generations because I've always felt such shame that I've never played that game, and everyone talks about it as literally like the best Sims expansion pack ever. So yeah, I am very, very excited to play that. I also bought Pets and Seasons because I did not have those for The Sims 3. I can't wait to play them, but the thing is, I bought a gaming computer to run The Sims 4, and I've never actually played The Sims 3 on this, well, it's a laptop. I've never played The Sims 3 on this laptop, so I actually don't know how it runs. I haven't played it in such a long time, but I thought if I don't get these packs, I'm going to regret it, because I know for a fact that I will go back to Sims 3 one day. Not necessarily giving up Sims 4, but I think it's nice to revisit it sometimes. So I do want to start getting back into that soon, but I just have to make sure it runs on this laptop. So yeah, that might be a little bit tricky, but I will make it work because I really want to play with these packs and just relive my childhood playing The Sims 3. But yeah, so that was my exciting news. I'm so excited at the prospect of jumping back into that. I don't know when it will be. I mentioned in my last video that I've recently started a new job, so I barely have time to like play The Sims 4 at all, let alone playing The Sims 3 as well, but we'll see what happens. We can make it work. I'm a big Sims fan, so, you know, I'm sure I can, I'll find the time somehow. But yeah, so that is something that I am very, very, very much looking forward to. I'd love to do some Sims 3 videos on my channel. It's been like the longest time since I built in The Sims 3. And like I say, I was in school when it came out, so I was not good. I was so obsessed with create a style that I just made everything like yellow and pink. That was like my thing when I was younger. It was so, so ugly. So it's going to be really interesting to revisit that. I mean, like I say, I did play it back in 2019, so it's not been like that long since I played it, but I think I've forgotten everything. Like when I watched Carmen King play Sims 3, and there was so many times I was like, oh yeah, I remember that you can do that. So yeah, oh yeah, I also had Late Night Pack as well. That was one of my favourite packs for The Sims 4. But yeah, so that is my exciting news. That is what I am so looking forward to. But I am still very much enjoying The Sims 4 and building in The Sims 4, and we are pretty much coming towards the end of this build. I just wanted to do like a big sort of artwork feature wall, which you can see here. So that's that. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed this build as much as I did making it. If you haven't subscribed already, definitely consider it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!